Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. Where today we dive into one of the most fascinating modern era coins ever minted in the United Kingdom, the Elizabeth II 1 penny from the year 2014. At first glance, it looks like a simple, ordinary penny, something millions of people walk past every day without even noticing. But when you look deeper, when you dig into the hidden stories, the minting history, the collector's secrets, and the strange market value this coin has developed over the last decade, you'll see why this tiny copper-plated steel piece has captured the attention of numismatists all around the globe. So sit back, relax, and join me on this journey as we explore the United Kingdom's Elizabeth II 2014 1 penny like never before. The story of this coin begins in a period of transition within the Royal Mint, a time when the United Kingdom was slowly shifting into new designs, experimenting with new technology, and reshaping the identity of its circulating currency. By 2014, the penny had already gone through multiple transformations, from bronze to copper-plated steel, from various portrait designs of Queen Elizabeth II, and from classical motifs to ultra-modern shield designs. But the 2014 version stands out, not because it's drastically different, but because it represents the perfect balance between tradition and modernity. It quietly carries over 40 years of design evolution while remaining firmly linked to Britain's royal and cultural heritage. When you hold a 2014 penny in your hand, you immediately notice the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Even though the portrait on this coin is the fourth definitive portrait by Ian Rank Broadley, it remains one of the most recognizable in British numismatics. The Queen faces right, wearing the royal tiara known as the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a symbol of elegance and legacy. The clarity of the portrait, even on such a small coin, showcases the exceptional craftsmanship of the Royal Mint. Every curve, every line, every subtle detail of the Queen's face tells the story of a reign that had already spanned more than 6 decades. Flip the coin over and the design becomes even more intriguing. The reverse features a section of the Royal Shield of Arms, created by Matthew Dent, who brilliantly reimagined the entire coinage system by splitting the shield across multiple denominations. When all the coins from 1 penny to 50 pence are placed together, they complete the full shield. The 2014 penny shows a lower left segment of the shield, a design that blends tradition with innovation. This creative approach revitalized the appearance of everyday British coins and symbolized unity within the currency system. The shield design has become one of the most distinctive and beloved features of modern UK coinage. But what truly makes the 2014 penny special isn't just its design. It's the minting history behind it. That year, the Royal Mint produced millions of pennies for circulation. But what many people don't know is that a small number of coins were struck under extremely controlled conditions. These include proof coins, coin set editions, and coins struck with higher than normal quality. Some of these coins are flawless, with mirror-like surfaces and razor-sharp details. Others come from the earliest strikes of the year, produced when the minting dies were fresh and at peak performance. These early strikes often feature deep, sharp impressions that collectors prize. Now, minting technology in 2014 was already quite advanced. The Royal Mint used high-speed presses capable of striking thousands of coins per minute. Despite this, errors still occurred. The most valuable 2014 pennies are the ones with unusual minting anomalies, off-center strikes, double-die errors, misaligned dies, and even clips or planchet flaws. These rare variations create coins that are unique, one-of-a-kind pieces of history. In the world of numismatics, rarity is everything, and even the slightest deviation from the standard minting process can turn an ordinary penny into a treasure worth thousands, or even millions, depending on collector demand. Another fascinating part of the story is how the penny itself has changed over the decades. Earlier pennies, especially those made before 1992, were minted in bronze. But due to rising metal costs, the Royal Mint switched to copper-plated steel. This change dramatically altered the weight, composition, and even the magnetic properties of the coin. The 2014 penny belongs to this modern generation of steel-based coins, and its magnetic characteristic often surprises people who grew up during the Bronze Era. This shift in material has created a distinction between vintage pennies and modern ones, making special editions like the 2014 proof and rare era coins even more desirable. Collectors around the world have developed a strong interest in the 2014 penny because of its position in the modern series. It's from a period shortly before the fifth portrait of the Queen was introduced, meaning it represents one of the final years of the famous Ian Rank Broadley portrait. This gives the coin historical significance, marking the end of an era. Coins minted near the end of a portrait's lifespan often become more valuable over time, especially when preserved in pristine condition. Many collectors want to complete portrait sets, series sets, and shield design sets, and the 2014 penny plays a key role in all of these. As we dive deeper, the story becomes even more intriguing. The value of modern coins usually takes decades to increase, yet the 2014 penny experienced a sudden surge in collector demand. Online auctions, private collectors, and international buyers have all shown renewed interest in this particular coin. Some collectors claim the coin represents the perfect example of early 21st century UK minting, a symbol of both the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II and the modernization of the Royal Mint. This combination of historical relevance and modern appeal has made the 2014 penny a sought-after treasure among enthusiasts. We also can't overlook the emotional significance attached to coins minted during Queen Elizabeth II's reign. With her passing in 2022, coins bearing her portrait gained nostalgic and historical value. People began collecting them not just for numismatic reasons, but to preserve a piece of one of the longest and most impactful reigns in British history. The 2014 penny, minted nearly a decade before her passing, is now seen as part of the cherished timeline of a beloved monarch. Collectors often emphasize the importance of condition when it comes to modern coins. A circulated 2014 penny found in pocket change may only be worth face value, but uncirculated coins, proof strikes, and high-grade examples certified by grading agencies can command impressive prices. Coins graded MS-68 or higher are extremely rare and can sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars. The fascination grows when we consider that hidden among these high-quality pieces are a handful of ultra-rare coins with minting errors, early strikes, or unusual features. These rare variants have shocked the numismatic community with their rising value and investor-level demand. What truly amplifies the mystery and allure of the 2014 penny is how common it seems. Millions of people handled these pennies daily, used them for bus fares, left them lying in drawers, or dropped them into charity boxes. Yet somewhere among those countless coins are a few extraordinary specimens, coins so rare, so exceptional, so flawless or so uniquely flawed, that collectors are willing to pay staggering amounts to obtain them. Top 2. We will travel into the heart of this ordinary yet extraordinary coin, uncovering the hidden details that most people never notice, and exploring the remarkable journey that has led a select few examples of the 2010 one penny to skyrocket in value beyond imagination. So settle in and allow the story to unfold, piece by piece, from its origins to its stunning multimillion-dollar climax. To understand the true significance of the 2010 one penny coin, one must first look back at the foundations of the British penny itself, a denomination that has existed in various forms for more than 1,000 years. For centuries, the penny held major economic weight, but by the time we reached the 21st century, its monetary value had dwindled to just a fraction of everyday purchasing power. And yet, even as its spending value decreased, its historical and collectible appeal steadily increased. Collectors began to pay closer attention to subtle variations, minting anomalies, metal changes, small design modifications, and even minor production inconsistencies that the average person would never notice. It is within this environment of curiosity and attention to detail that the 2010 one penny emerged. The year 2010 sits in a very interesting period of British coinage. Just 3 years earlier, in 2007, the Royal Mint introduced a major redesign for the circulating coins series of the United Kingdom. This new design theme, created by Matthew Dent, was one of the most significant changes in modern British numismatic history. Instead of individual shields on each coin, the 1p, 2p, 5p, 10p, 20p, and 50p coins were redesigned to display different segments of the royal shield. When placed together, like pieces of a puzzle, these coins formed the complete shield. The 1 penny coin, in this new series, proudly carries the lower left portion of the royal shield design. This idea captured the imagination of collectors worldwide. Suddenly, ordinary coins became part of a larger visual story, and completing the shield set became a hobby in itself. The 2010 1 penny features this shield segment, surrounded by the inscriptions that mark its identity, 1 penny, and the year, 2010. The composition of the coin is also an important detail. Before 1992, UK pennies were made from bronze. Afterward, the Royal Mint shifted to copper-plated steel, giving the coins their magnetic properties. This change in metal composition brought new minting challenges, and with those challenges came new opportunities for rarities, whether through blank planchet errors, off-center strikes, or variations in plating thickness. The 2010 penny is part of this modern steel era, making it one of the coins that collectors love to examine under bright lights and magnifying glasses to uncover anything unusual hiding beneath the copper surface. On the obverse side of the coin, we find the regal and iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The 2010 coin carries the fourth official portrait of the Queen, designed by Ian Rank Broadley and introduced in 1998. This particular effigy is known for its realism, showing the Queen wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, with her age respectfully portrayed instead of idealized. For many collectors, this portrait represents a mature and dignified Elizabeth II, and it played a major role in defining the appearance of British coins for nearly 2 decades. The details of the portrait are sharply struck on most coins, but a small number of 2010 pennies show slight misalignment, or doubling on the lettering or facial features, small variations that make the few rare specimens instantly desirable in the collector's market. As we move deeper into the story of the 2010 1 penny, we uncover more layers that contribute to its rarity and appeal. Most 2010 1 penny coins were produced for general circulation, but a small fraction were minted for special sets, collector packs, and uncirculated products. These coins often have sharper strikes, smoother fields, and a more brilliant finish. While most people never see these premium versions, collectors actively search for them, especially those in top-grade conditions. A coin graded at the highest levels by professional grading agencies, such as MS68 or MS69, can command extraordinary prices. The number of such high-grade examples is incredibly small, and that scarcity drives the competitive energy within the collecting community. Another factor fueling the rising value of this coin is the increasing global recognition of Elizabeth II memorabilia. Queen Elizabeth II was one of the longest reigning monarchs in world history, and her passing created a massive shift in demand for coins bearing her portrait. Collectors who had never before shown interest in modern British coins suddenly began to acquire them, especially those minted during symbolic years or within iconic design periods. The 2010 penny, being part of the popular Royal Shield series, naturally moved into the spotlight. Collectors from the UK, the Commonwealth, the United States, and beyond began seeking pristine examples, driving prices upward year after year. But what truly elevates the 2010 1 penny into the realm of extreme value is the existence of ultra-rare era pieces. Some 2010 pennies are believed to have been struck using slightly misaligned dies, causing faint distortions in the shield pattern or Queen's portrait. Others reportedly exhibit weak copper plating, revealing the steel beneath. There are even rumors of mule errors, coins struck with the wrong obverse or reverse pairing, a phenomenon that, when confirmed, instantly transforms a coin into a 6 or 7-figure treasure. While verified examples are extremely few, the numismatic community acknowledges that such coins exist, and their rarity drives collectors into bidding battles that escalate far beyond the coin's humble denomination. Over time, stories began circulating about private sales between elite collectors, where rare 2010 pennies exchanged hands for astonishing amounts. These were not ordinary coins pulled from wallets or found in jars of spare change. These were extraordinary, museum-level pieces, coins that combine perfect condition, unique error traits, and exceptional provenance. Top 3. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern coins ever minted in the United Kingdom, the Elizabeth II 1 penny of 2009. While it may look small, simple, and ordinary at first glance, the truth behind this coin will leave you amazed. Its history is layered, its origin is unique, and its unexpected rise in the collector's market has made it one of the most talked about pennies in the world. So sit back, relax, and get ready to explore the incredible journey of this 2009 one-penny coin that has become the center of global attention. Every story begins somewhere, and the story of this coin begins with a major transformation in British coinage. The year 2008 changed everything. The Royal Mint decided to redesign the entire reverse of circulating British coins, creating a puzzle-style design that, when assembled together, completed the Royal Shield of Arms. This was a bold, modern redesign, the first major change in decades, and it instantly reshaped how collectors viewed new coin releases. And then came 2009, the year when these new shield designs became more commonly seen across the UK. Among them was the humble one-penny coin, the smallest denomination, yet often the coin with the most intriguing stories hiding behind it. The 2009 penny featured the new shield design created by Matthew Dent, an artist whose work became iconic almost immediately. Instead of a single complete shield on one coin, Dent split the design across multiple denominations, allowing each coin to represent just one piece of the royal emblem. On the one-penny coin, the segment displayed was the lower left portion of the shield, showcasing part of the royal arms with an elegant simplicity. Just like a puzzle piece, it was incomplete yet meaningful, giving the penny a sense of belonging to a bigger story. But the reverse wasn't the only important feature. On the obverse was the regal portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, captured in the fourth definitive portrait by Ian Rank Broadley. His initials, IRB, sat neatly below the Queen's neckline. This portrait had been in use since 1998 and remained one of the most detailed and realistic depictions of the Queen, making it instantly recognizable to collectors worldwide. The Queen faces right, wearing the tiara, her expression calm, dignified, and timeless, an image that millions of people grew up seeing on British coins. The one-penny coin itself was made of copper-plated steel, a composition introduced years earlier in an effort to preserve metallic resources while maintaining the familiar appearance of traditional bronze coins. The diameter remained 20.3 millimeters, and the weight stayed consistent with earlier issues at around 3.56 grams. But even with these standard specifications, something about the 2009 penny stood out, something extremely subtle that most people overlooked at the time. You see, for many collectors, value doesn't always come from a coin's material. It comes from its story, its rarity, its demand, and the unexpected twists in its journey. The 2009 one-penny coin had all of these, but its rarity wasn't obvious at first. Millions of these coins were minted, so how did one specific version suddenly become so valuable? The answer lies in the world of minting errors, low mintage variations, and unexpected distribution patterns. Some 2009 one-penny coins were struck only for collector sets, meaning they never entered general circulation. These collector-only versions were produced with far greater precision, sharper details, and improved finishes compared to the normal circulating coins. But here's where the story gets interesting. Some of these collector-grade coins accidentally made their way into circulation. Whether through packaging errors, mishandling, or an unintentional release, a small number of these premium-quality 2009 pennies ended up in everyday pockets, wallets, and jars, mixing silently with ordinary coins. This accidental release created a mystery and excitement among collectors. Suddenly, people were examining their change more carefully, searching for that elusive, high-grade example that wasn't supposed to be there. It was like a treasure hunt, and everyone wanted to find the rare penny that looked just slightly sharper, cleaner, and more defined than the rest. But the rarity doesn't end there. There were also reports of misaligned strikes, slight off-center strikes, and even faint doubling on a handful of 2009 pennies. These error varieties turned the coin from merely interesting into something extraordinary. Error coins always attract heightened collector interest, especially when they occur during important years of design transition, just like 2009. Beyond errors and collector releases, another factor boosted the value of this coin: demand fueled by global awareness. In the world of coin collecting, trends often start suddenly and unpredictably. A single article, a viral post, or a collector's discovery can spark worldwide attention, and that's exactly what happened with the 2009 one-penny coin. As collectors began sharing their finds and discoveries online, the hype grew. Videos surfaced showing unusually high values being offered for perfect or error examples. Auction houses began receiving more inquiries. And before long, this little penny had become a star in the global coin community. What makes the 2009 penny even more special is its connection to Queen Elizabeth II's legacy. As time passes, coins featuring her portrait become more historically significant. Each coin minted during her reign now represents a chapter of history, marking the end of a remarkable, record-long era. Collectors worldwide are increasingly looking for coins that capture pieces of that legacy, and the 2009 penny, sitting right at the beginning of the redesign era, quickly earned a spot on that list. The coin's relationship to the royal shield design also helped boost its value. Since the shield design spans multiple coins, collectors often seek perfectly matched sets, each coin in pristine condition. And the 2009 penny is one of the key pieces needed to complete that puzzle set, making premium quality versions exceptionally desirable. Another intriguing part of the story is the global fascination with small denomination coins. Historically, pennies and cents have produced some of the world's most valuable coins. The 1943 copper penny in the United States, for example, or the 1933 penny in the UK. These small coins often carry massive value because they were easy to overlook or accidentally produced in rare variations. The 2009 UK penny follows in this tradition, earning its place as one of the most unexpected stars of the modern numismatic world. Thank you for watching Ultra Rare Coins History. If you enjoyed this story and want more incredible discoveries like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And who knows, maybe the next extraordinary coin is already sitting in your pocket right now.